Y'all dated a handicap girl?
What counts as a handicap?
That Zuckerberg shit. The Elon Musk shit. What's that called? Asperger's.
Oh, autism. Got it. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. This nigga said.
That-
Yeah, I've dated an
Asperger's,
autistic girl for
Asperger's.
sure. I'm pretty sure I have already. So yes, I know Alvin would.
Yeah, I would. I don't know if I have, to my knowledge. It wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know.
I can't think of a girl that I thought was autistic
I don't
though.
know. Maybe slow a little bit.
You would though,
Yeah, I say yeah, I would.
if she was slow.
I mean, I feel like
Why did this nigga pause so damn long?
That's a red flag. It's a red flag.
It means something totally different because it's grown outside of its meaning. City nigga and suburban are in that category. The way we use the word has changed. It now has a new definition. But fuck all that. Welcome everybody to Waving the Red Flag podcast, the #1 motherfucking civil engineering and dating podcast in the whole goddamn universe. It's your boy
We planted
Eddie,
a community
it's Josh.
together.
We planted, City
It's a
Planet,
waving
baby.
the suburban community. Come on,
Waving the suburban.
What's up? Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. I got Q&E from the Suburban Boys podcast.
What's up? What's up?
Soon to be the canceled podcast. How y'all doing, bro?
What's up? It's a great day, you know. Good night to podcast.
It is. It's a great night to podcast.
Oh yeah, y'all in the night because y'all got the light, so I can't tell what time it is over there. But I forgot. Yeah, it's nighttime.
We're like Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's the same time every day.
Is that true? Is Houston? It's the same time every day. Is Houston any good? Is it like Vegas? over there?
For black people, it's like a little Atlanta. It's as diverse as New York, but it's as like separated as LA. Like I don't really know how to describe.
Oh, it's
these.
like really like spread out. Like you got to have a car over there to get around.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not trying to live in no, because I can't fucking drive. I'm not trying to live in no shit like that. Not yet. Maybe in a.
You really can't drive, Eddie?
I really can't, bro. The whole time you knew me, like yeah.
But I thought you got your license in Melbourne.
Nah, I don't know where you got that from.
I made that up. Damn, my fault.
This nigga Alvin makes up so many goddamn like feats and abilities for me. He swear to God that I've like got my pilot's license and that I know karate. Nigga, I do not know where you're getting these facts from.
And you boat, bro. And you boat. And you be on like a yacht on the weekends too. That's like my in my
that's
mind.
low key true. That's low key true.
Is Eddie a broke rich nigga? Like, is he broke but then lives like a really rich lifestyle?
A little bit.
Yeah, because he live off women. He got these white women that finance his lifestyle, so it works out for him pretty well.
Is it like they feel bad for you financial lifestyle, or like you're really good at sex? Like which one is
little bit of both. A little bit of both. They feel bad about how good I have to be at the sex. Yeah.
This is reverse reparations. I like what you're doing.
I mean, I got a sore penis, so it's not that great, but it works. It's good.
That's a way better problem than an unused penis. Pause.
Pause.
Yo, you look down.
Is that even gay? I mean, like how is that even gay?
That was because you talk about unused. You gonna use the penis then? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Whoa.
On who?
Oh.
I think you accidentally like put the tape in and then paused it, which is, I guess. I don't know.
Fast forward on the podcast. We don't even pause.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. All right,
We just go through it.
Yeah. We're trying to be more open to everybody.
Whoa,
like
pause.
Lil Nas
Pause.
X's and all that.
What are you opening up for? What you opening what?
Pause.
Bro,
Oh Jesus!
I'm not opening up.
Pause
I'm
it.
not opening up. No, I'm not.
Nigga
opening
said
up.
we wide open on this
The
podcast.
idea of Lil Nas X being a real person, you know what I'm saying? Because before, back in the day, he would be considered not a real person. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like he would be considered subhuman back in the day.
Yeah, but you know what's weird about that is that I feel like the envelope is already kind of been pushed all the way. So we're just like re-pushing it for new crowds because I feel like the shit that Lil Nas X is doing is like not that much crazier than like Prince and Little Richard before him.
I've
he's
never-
openly gay, but
Or Gaga.
see, I was gonna say Gaga, but Gaga doesn't count because she's a white woman. I don't think that she
Fair
counts
enough.
in this convo.
Or Marilyn
Fair
Manson.
enough.
Marilyn Manson was a
White
wild
guy.
boy. I've never seen dicks on the screen like that, and I've never
Wait,
seen
who
a
had
nigga
dicks on the screen?
You
not
watched
like
the video?
that. Not like I watched the Jack Harlow video.
I didn't watch.
Oh, but
I
they
didn't
didn't
watch
have the
a
dicks
single
out
video.
though.
Huh?
They didn't have the dicks out though, did they?
I mean,
Or did
they
they drop an
blurred,
uncensored version.
but it's 10 background dicks. Then they're just swinging them shits. Like the grinding on the devil was wild. The shoe blood was wild. Now this nigga got some moments.
Yeah, Prince never did no devil shit. I'm trying to think of any, because in terms of gender gay shit, Prince and Little Richard already did that type of shit. But in terms of devil shit, nigga, I can't think of any niggas that really did.
It's just rock niggas. That's it. Rap niggas don't really do the devil shit.
We've never seen a black person do this.
Really? I mean, like Tyler before him, but even then, Tyler was like, he's kind of toned it down to get mainstream.
I don't think he toned it down to get mainstream. I think like niggas.
He grew up. He just grew up.
I think he grew up because like.
Oh, that's the same thing, ain't it?
Nah. Who like pandered when they got big? I feel like Tyler was still doing wild shit. It just like
but
evolved
not really,
out
bro,
of the
because this
wild
nigga,
shit.
because did he really? Because when I think about like his early music, that shit was
real dark.
Real dark.
It was.
Because I was listening to a lot of that stuff when it first came out, and that shit was like literally just murder and rape.
Yeah,
like
same with Earl Sweatshirt.
Full that kind of content. And I don't think he ever like had a conversation where he was like, yo, this shit is fully fucked up. I'm no longer making this content, and I apologize for this content.
He said in his new album he had a conversation with Pharrell, and Pharrell told him to calm down.
That sounds like toning down your shit in order to get mainstream. That doesn't sound like growing up.
My only question for that would be, is Tyler really mainstream?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Nah, he is.
He doesn't move units like that. You know what I mean? Like, so what are we defining as mainstream?
He wasn't for the longest, but I think with that Grammy, he kind of is.
Think about it. He's only had one fucking radio hit though. He's had one radio hit.
Yeah,
ever.
Okay. He's not mainstream, but he's like
Drake.
He's like a level below Gambino.
No,
or like maybe the same level.
No.
He's not even the biggest one out of that clique at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Frank is.
Oh yeah.
Frank is definitively bigger than him.
I disagree.
No, man, Frank is bigger than him.
In units,
he is. It's not a big gap though, but he is.
It's not a big
gap.
Not
a big gap
units
at
or
all.
what?
Frank was to drop right now, he would sell 500K. Nigga, Frank.
I agree.
Frank is performing at Coachella.
I don't know about 500K, but he sell a lot.
Frank would hit 500K. Frank
would
out
Tyler is
not pure units. It wouldn't be pure units, but he'd do 500K. It would be
Not
like
pure
You
units.
can only do
Tyler-
pure
is
units
Tyler
now.
not
You can only
doing
do
that?
pure units now. There's
You
no
can only do
bundles
pure units
anymore.
now?
No, there's no bundles
Oh,
anymore.
word? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Drake sold 600 pure units. 650.
is Tyler not doing that though?
Hell no.
No.
But
Tyler
Frank
might have
will.
hit 250. He might have hit 250. That's a might.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you Frank is bigger, I guess.
Frank went to Coachella. Frank announced that he was going to Coachella, and I think the shit is going crazy. Like niggas is buying tickets right now in 2023.
Frank is definitively. I agree. It's not a big gap though. I think that's
it's not a big
It's
gap.
not a huge
Frank
gap.
has a legendary status though that I think makes him. It's like saying is Rihanna bigger than fucking I don't know. Who's old girl who blew up recently with that Olivia what's her face?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, like it'd be like saying that, which is like kind of, but I feel like they're big in different ways. Like Frank is literally like like he's a legend. Like he's a ghost almost. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't dropped a
I think
project.
it's more like
in
a Jim Brown, O.J. Simpson thing.
I don't understand that metaphor, unfortunately.
He don't know sports.
I don't know
man.
nothing
He don't
about
know
sports. I don't know what the
You
fuck
gotta
that
bring-
means.
Huh? Like Jim Brown is like every football player says Jim Brown is the best ever, but he only really played 7 years. Like he never really hit his prime, and then like he disappeared off the face of the earth.
Like
O.J.
artist.
Simpson was consistent throughout those 10, 15 years he was in the league and like stayed upon the media. But everybody says Jim Brown is better than O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, and I think you have that.
Also, error plays too, and I think that translates to music as well. Like, would Jim Brown be as good if he played in the modern era, devalued running backs versus valued running backs? The game, So I think that kind of plays with albums too. So like, would somebody be bigger in the stream era versus like the album era?
This is the easiest era to move units because of the streaming era ever. Like before, you had to wait in front of the store, like a line in front of the store to wait for albums.
Deflated though. Oh well, I would agree with you before the bundles, but when the bundles were, it was the easiest to ever move units ever. Like, bro, fucking Logic sold 400K or something.
Even now, I think it's easier.
People don't realize how well liked Logic is. Like, it's a lot of hate that covers up how popular he is.
He actually is big.
Him
very
and
big.
what the fuck is that nigga's name? Russ. Russ sold out the Staples Center.
Yeah.
And
sold out
Russ
the Staples
sucks,
Center.
man.
At
least Logic is talented. At least Logic is talented.
I don't
Russ is
understand
nice.
the
You in
hatred for
Atlanta,
either
nigga,
of
you
them.
don't like Russ? Nobody likes Russ.
Russ is trash.
I like Russ. I think Russ has
I like
some very
Russ
good
too.
Russ. There's some very good tracks, and there's some
I
great
respect him for doing
Logic
it
tracks.
himself though.
Oh, there's some amazing. We was listening to Logic the other day. Logic
Logic is talented as fuck, man.
Logic's early work is really good.
really
His
good.
later work is
Under Pressure is a classic. Under Pressure is a
Absolutely.
classic.
I don't know about a
Indica
classic.
Badu?
I don't know
Great
about a classic.
fucking
I
song.
don't know about a classic.
But my criteria for classic is higher than most people's criteria. Like as a music classic.
But I think we have personal classics that hit at the time. Like for me, No Name's album is a personal classic to me, but I would never place that classic upon somebody else's.
Well, to
Somebody
me, a
else.
classic,
Her last one?
No, her first one.
Okay.
To me, a classic, you have to have staying power with a large group of people. Maybe not the majority, but you have to have staying power with like because you can have an underground classic for sure. You know what I mean? Like Jay Electronica's Exhibit C type shit, where it's like it's gonna
Great
stay
project.
MF
with like a
Dooms.
group of people. Yeah, absolutely. Like those are classics. But yo, what's the over under on Logic's racial categorization?
We do this all the
We've
time.
done this before. We've talked about this before.
I'm very curious about where y'all fell on this one because
Where did we fall off? Where did the final conclusion come in at?
He has no black feature,
He has a black dad though. He's been on camera with him.
okay.
I guess. I guess.
I've never seen
All
somebody
right,
so
bro.
casually question a fact. Like, oh yeah, I guess.
I guess that's his
Was
dad.
his
I guess.
23andMe? Was his 23andMe on display during that?
We really don't know. That could have been.
Lord.
It could have been a deep fake. We don't know. That could have been any nigga that he just hired. You know.
I know.
If Logic
His
paid
brothers
me
don't
to
look
say
like that
I'm his
either.
cousin, I
Oh,
would
none of his
literally be like,
brothers-
yeah,
His brothers
Logic is
have
my
black
cousin.
features.
And his mother was a fucking crackhead. So we got to throw that in there. She could have been fucking anybody.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't know
Mom
what the
couldn't fuck
argument there is.
anybody. His brothers have black features. I'm just saying.
We've seen a half black kid with no white features though.
Nah.
Trying to
Because
think.
I feel like if you're half black, you're gonna have at least some melanin features.
You can be like dark with like like black people hair and like be mixed technically. So he's not wrong, but it's like not common.
I've never seen somebody who had a white parent and was all the way dark skinned.
It's not common, but it's possible.
But
I guess.
it's possible.
Genetically,
Well,
I guess it's possible. Yeah.
Then it's possible for Logic.
Yeah.
Plus, also, and maybe this is just like a neurological problem with me. I feel like if I look hard enough at any white person or any person of anything, if you tell me that they got some black in them, I'd be like,
That's what I had to do with Blake
I see
Griffin.
it.
I still don't think that nigga's black.
Blake
He
Griffin
just
looks
black to
black.
me.
Okay, no,
Blake Griffin looks like-
Blake Griffin. Have you seen Blake Griffin's dad? That motherfucker look just like a light skinned version of his dad, bro. That nigga is black.
Oh.
But see, redheads, it's easier for me to register as black because I have like redhead cousins, and there's like it's like that Malcolm X look. Like they've got a particular type of red hair that's curly, and it's like, okay, I know what brand of nigga you are. So Blake Griffin, I was like, oh, he's got to be black. Like if he's not claiming black, he's lying.
He also
You know what I
jumps
mean?
very, very high. That also
Yeah.
helps his blackness.
I've also
But
heard Big
Logic
Penis.
can rap. So that might help his blackness too.
True, but he
rap
does
like a
rap
fucking-
kind of white.
He does rap-
Yeah, I was just about to
He
say.
does
raps
rap
hella
kind of
Caucasian.
white.
He
He
raps
does-
hella
He
Caucasian.
does
He
rap
raps like a
Yeah.
light skinned nigga.
Nah. He raps.
he raps like-
No,
Nah,
because
like-
when I hear, I think Drake. When you say rap like a light skinned nigga, I think Drake.
And LL Cool J.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think sing song pretty nigga. Logic raps like he knows a lot of words. You know what I mean? Which is very white
And
guy.
he
rap.
wants you to know.
Exactly.
He wants you to
He knows a
know
lot
that
of
he
words.
knows all those words. Every track.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
dictionary right
Like
here.
a storyteller.
Yeah.
I don't like how we just push Logic out of the culture. Even because he was.
I don't either. But I don't like the way we're starting to gatekeep. Because as a mixed person, I'm feeling the walls closing in. Like I feel like y'all give it another 5 years, I'm not gonna be able to say nigga no more. Like
I feel like black people are
we're
be more
starting to put up gates.
gatekeeping. Black people are
It's a
definitely be
lot
more
of gatekeeping.
gatekeeping over mixed niggas though. Like,
Absolutely.
and I feel like I don't know how to describe it. Like,
As a
it's
mixed
not
nigga-
bad.
as a
but it's
mixed
not-
nigga, how do
I'm
you
not
feel?
mixed at all. I'm just like I'm not mixed.
Nah,
at all.
you mix somewhere in there.
Nah,
Somewhere
nah.
Somewhere
both my
back
bitches-
there.
my
grandma,
I'm not mixed at
grandpa,
all.
somebody was giving it up or I'm sorry,
As
brother.
a mixed nigga, how do you feel?
As a mixed nigga,
Hey, yo, technically, I'm a mixed nigga too. My great grandmother was French, full French in the motherfucker.
Because that point you're mostly black. You're like 70% black.
Oh, nigga, I'm like 89% black. Like,
yeah,
at
that point you're not really mixed at that point.
yeah,
I think we should go by nose.
no, but you are still mixed. 'Cause if you were like,
we should go by nose.
but if you were like 11% black, you would still be mixed. You wouldn't be white.
I don't agree with that.
Hell fucking no.
Nah, I don't think so.
11%?
Nigga,
Nah.
Drake's baby.
Nah, bro.
We talked about this before. We got a whole clip. Drake baby's not black. No.
Okay.
Once you
see,
go
that's yeah.
consider you black, personally.
Wait, say
You
again?
you could argue that shit.
Wait, what'd you say?
You
What'd
could
you say?
argue that shit.
What'd you say?
I said once you go below half, I don't really consider you black.
That way.
I don't think you're half, bro.
You don't think I'm half?
I don't
That's
think you're
crazy.
half. I
That's
think
crazy.
I think if you do all the math from like all your ancestors, I don't think you're a full half, bro.
That's crazy.
You got a mixed nigga telling you not black.
That's
as a fully
crazy.
black nigga.
That's crazy. That's wild. I'm gonna have to take a test on camera.
I want to see the
camera.
COVID test, bro. I want to see the test on camera because like if you have two black parents who are like both 45, they're both black, and then you're black, but nobody's more than 50% black in that
He has
situation. You know what I'm saying?
Over 45. Both his parents are black. I mean, his mom's lighter.
My
but,
mom's
like,
light.
His
but
dad is like darker than me.
Okay.
So it's also the thing that like, and a real scientist listening to this podcast is 100% gonna check me for saying this
Real
because there's a lot of
scientist is not
pseudoscience that
listening
goes
to
into
this
those tests.
Alvin is
A
the
real
scientist
scientist
on
not-
this.
A real scientist not listening to the number one civil engineering podcast in the
Waving the
world. A real
suburban
scientist not
flag.
like
No,
one?
he's not listening to the waving the suburban flag podcast.
Nah,
We got
I don't know,
scientists
man.
on
We
this.
gotta-
thing.
stop at
That
this point.
nigga clicked
We
off
gotta
on the
re-
definition. Whenever y'all started just yelling at each other over the that nigga was like, I have science to go make. It's time for me to get the fuck up out of here.
Bro, I got a test tube to see too. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, but we continue my
But-
point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the point was that if you actually look at it from like a 23andMe standpoint, most black Americans are on average like 20-25% something else anyway. So it's like if you want, I feel like that's a reasonable cutoff. I feel like that's legitimately.
Oh, so you're saying half is a reasonable cutoff because of that?
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm
fully
half.
agree.
I know I'm not half.
You know you're not half.
You're not
I can't
half.
be. I can't be because one of my parents is fully not black at all. Indian and Sri Lankan, whole set of different races. There's no nigga over there. So I start at 50. So that means if my dad has even one ancestor that's something else, I drop below 50. And we do. Like there's Irish in there somewhere, which means I have to be below 50.
Oh.
We might have to take this roll back now that he's
I
playing
feel
that.
like that cutoff don't work. Because I feel like
Okay,
most
that's
black
fair.
people that means once you're mixed, the likelihood, because like you said, the average black person is 25% something else. That means every person who has a full non-black parent, not black. On
So
average.
even mix people there on racial category like South Africa.
I think so. Like trans
I don't know if they do it in
athletes,
Europe,
we
but
should
in
have our
America they
own
don't do
thing.
that shit.
We came up with Haftons. We thought that was a hard name.
I like that. Haftons.
We thought Haftons was a hard name, and then we like create a super race because my grandmother said that mixed people are better of just straight Haftons. And we
feel like
make it
we would have better
illegal
immune
to
systems
breed.
for sure.
We make it illegal to breed with your same race.
That's gonna be hard to enforce, bro. Yo, but I did have an idea. Let me drop this idea, y'all, and see what y'all think.
Because very badly.
Because we had a discussion, me and Alvin, about like financial abortion, which in hindsight is not a good name for what it is. But you I mean maybe y'all heard about this and what the idea is, yeah?
No, nigga. Explain, please.
So all right, so now we're back to this episode again. But the idea is basically just like if y'all gonna need to know about this, bro. In y'all situation, y'all gonna need to fucking know about this. So y'all should be laughing at this concept. This gonna save y'all's life.
Financial abortion is crazy, but explain.
Okay, so the idea is if a woman that you're with gets pregnant and doesn't want to perform the abortion, you can relinquish your paternal rights as well as any obligations to like what you call it, child support.
Nigga.
Like that's the idea.
We've been said if she can kill it, we can leave.
Oh yes.
This
This nigga just said financial abortion.
That shit sound good though, right?
No, nigga. You like the Democrats with this defund the police shit. Like y'all niggas.
Oh, bad marketing.
Niggas is just horrible at marketing. Holy nigga, that sounds like you had a baby. Y'all were both poor, and you forced her to get an abortion because of y'all.
That's what I thought he was talking. That's what I thought he was talking about.
And I might agree with that statement.
So, all right. So with that in mind, that's the idea. It should be. I think the better term is like financial relinquishment.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why are niggas so bad at marketing?
Bro, we got like 500,000 views on that clip. So you know, you got to be provocative somehow.
So now a lot of people are using that term. A lot of people are using that term. So now it means something completely different now.
Correct.
You know, that's how it works.
Exactly. Yeah. But somebody in the comments gave me the idea of like, why don't we just stop abortions? Because we talk about this Texas law and shit. Like, why don't we just stop abortions at the source, which is men, right? Why don't we just create a situation where we vasectomize all men? And if you're not vasectomized, you can't fuck, whatever, that kind of shit. And I was kind of like, I started to think, and I was like, there's an arrangement to that could make sense. Where I could be like, this kind of works. So this is my idea. What if we said, you can get a government paid for subsidized vasectomy, so it's free. Government will do it for you, or you pay an abortion tax, which is that you pay to a pot, and that pot is in the government coffers or whatever, and that pays for every woman's abortions in the country. So all unvasectomized niggas fund at a government level all abortions in the country. I think I might.
Niggas will be lining up to get vasectomy.
I don't think we should fund the abortion. I think we should fund the foster care system that has to take care of these children when the mother leaves them and the father doesn't want to pay.
See, but that's the problem, because I feel like most women are not going to give up their child. So you're just covering like a small percentage of the inconvenience that your nut is causing, and all the women in between that keep the kid are being left by the wayside.
The vasectomy rule could work because you can also freeze your sperm too. It's very, very expensive to do, but in theory,
also it's reversible. It's reversible too.
It is.
So that's the thing. So like when you do want to, so when you want to have kids, you can just get it reversed.
But it's not that. Yes. But it's not that reversible, is it? It's not like It's not like there's a high likelihood.
It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not.
It could end very painfully for you, but
percentage is important. If it's 99%, I'm game for that. 99. I don't even think it's that high. So it's like if it's not. Yeah, then that's not reversible, nigga. That's
that's reversible until it gets to about 40, like we said with the blackness. Till it gets about 40.
Nah, bro.
50-50, y'all not shooting for it?
Bro, if I say, yo, I can cut off your dick and there's an 80% chance we can put it back on, that's not a reversible procedure.
I'm taking my chances to
bro,
put it back
it's
on.
like it's different with like the circumstances though, man. Like I'm gonna take a risk for certain things at 40% that I wouldn't take with other things at 40%. You see what I'm saying?
And my dick not working, I'm risk averse on that.
Am I asleep on the
it's not your dick, it's your sperm. Your dick still works, nigga.
No. Bro, my dick doesn't work, dog. If the air
your dick doesn't work.
Bro, if the air conditioner on my car work but the bitch don't drive, my car doesn't work.
You know how high AIDS would go up if this was a thing? Oh, but they got the AIDS vaccine now.
They get dropped the AIDS vaccine?
They're dropping the AIDS vaccine. You can look that up.
Is that true?
I thought they discontinued it. The research.
They discontinued it. No, nigga, it's gonna drop in I say the next 5 years.
That's probably close.
Yeah, they offer my grandma.
They're moving pretty cool.
I'm gonna get vaccinated for that.
You gonna get vaccinated for AIDS?
Yeah, seems good. Just like a good idea.
I'll let it cook for a bit.
I don't want it to mix with my COVID vaccine, nigga.
Yo, did you see that new CDC thing? They were like mixing vaccines could have like a better effect. Yeah.
Ooh.
That seems obvious.
Exponentially, bro. It's like 23% like better. Like I'm finna go get a cocktail. They finna lower this.
I feel like when they say, don't try and get 2 vaccines, they try and like fearmonger, like, oh, it'll have a bad effect. But I feel like it's the same bullshit when they told us not to get masks. From my understanding of how these work,
I feel like they're just kind of making shit up as they go along.
Yeah. So the one thing I want to say is that what you're basically seeing is how science works in real time, which means that when you're like going through science, people fuck shit up all the time. So people say shit that's wrong and they don't mean it maliciously and all that. What you call
absolutely?
That's literally the scientific method. But we're just now seeing it played out at a much larger scale in the social media era, like so like it just looks worse than what it is. But to the point that we just made, it's been a lot of studies, man, that have said that mixing these vaccines is the move. So fuck it,
we ball.
Yeah,
I'm not putting Johnson in my body. Fuck no.
I'm not doing that one either, but I'm finna definitely go.
Okay, wait, why not that one?
First of all, it's like 71% effective from keeping you out the hospital compared to the Moderna's 92. And then
Johnson doesn't have a good track record with making shit. They had like cancerous baby.
Yeah, the QC was bad for the Johnson & Johnson one. Not the actual vaccine itself, just the QC for making it was bad.
It's also not an mRNA vaccination, so I don't really want to mix non-mRNAs.
It shouldn't make too much of a difference though, right?
Do we know, man?
I don't know.
I mean, we're definitely giving out false information on here. Please do not listen.
Yeah. I mean, Alvin is is supposed to be kind of keeping us a little bit on track with this. I'm asking questions, not making statements.
But to my point, it's like, do we really know what happens with a lot of this stuff? So the vaccines themselves are really well researched. Like I've combed that data myself. They're really well researched and really well done. But in terms of like mixing and matching and all that shit, we're figuring that shit out as we go, man.
Yeah, that could have long-term effects of that shit.
Yeah.
Can you speak about the long-term effects of it? Because I mean, there's lots of people.
No one can.
No, we don't even know the long-term effects of the vaccine.
So the issues that you may run into with the vaccine are QC issues, like what you saw with a small batch of Johnson & Johnson. I would also wager
poor
that
refrigeration, that kind of thing, or what?
Or the manufacturing process being screwed up by individual people. And I would argue that the fact that we caught those QC errors is actually a good thing, because it means that the systems in place are working to catch them. But in terms of the science to like make the vaccines and ensure like long-term health and all that stuff, this isn't something that we just pulled out of our ass. This shit is stuff that we've refined over half a century. And the only reason we were able to do it faster was because the government funded the research for like several different major laboratories to work on it at once, and they were sharing data, which allowed them to skip steps because they could just do. So like the research on this is incredibly sound from I have no fear about long-term effects in terms of using a single vaccine at the requisite dosage. In terms of mixing and matching shit, I don't know if we know enough about any of that to say for sure.
Message. This thing is kind of wild.
Solid. I think that's solid information to go off of.
I feel YouTube. That was a very YouTube is
friendly,
watching.
Very YouTube.
That was
friendly.
very YouTube friendly. Very
that
very
was accurate
right
information.
Can we give our nigger takes? Because I want to give my nigger takes.
Oh please,
please, 100% nigger takes.
I think that's what this name of this episode is going to be called. Nigger takes. Let's do it.
I don't think you can use the hard R, Eddie.
You're right.
I think you got to go over 75% to use the hard R. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Niggy takes? Can I say niggy takes?
Niggy takes? Yeah. You got to start adding Y's.
Yeah.
Me personally, you know what I'm saying? Me personally.
Okay, wait. Before you go, hold on. Before you go, disclaimer: the opinions and information stated here does not reflect the views of the Waving the Red Flag podcast. Listen at your own peril, nigga. All right, please.
Over at SB, we get wild with it.
Over at Cancel, you know what I'm saying?
We get wild with it.
This is so we can get canceled. I'm not. I have taken the vaccine. I have fully taken that shit. Right. Mm-hmm. I honestly do not feel comfortable taking a third, fourth dose. With that being, with that also being said, I also don't know what the fuck is happening to my body right now. I didn't know what was happening to my body when I took the vaccine when I was 2 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't fully understand this shit. So and they've never fully tried it on this many people before, because they've never released mRNA vaccines on this amount of people.
Yeah.
Let alone on anybody. They've done it on mouses and shit before they did it to us. But like
Meese.
Meese. Yeah.
Meese.
Yeah. They did it on Meese and shit. But like for 20 years while they were developing it, because they've been developing it for like 20 years, they never really tried it on a human before 2020, from what I was told. The great Alex Jones
Oh God.
I am pointing this out that Alex Jones said this, but he said this vaccine is, well, like you said, basically coding your DNA. The only other thing that codes your DNA is cancer. Would that be factual?
So cancer doesn't code your DNA.
Okay. That's why we don't.
I thought it cells that like reproduce like at a very high rate, faster than your body can keep up with.
Yeah. So your body has, especially a young body, like I say, probably before the age of like 70, 65, your body has ways to like fight mutation. Like it has checks and balances within that cell cycle. Because it has these checks and balances, it goes through the cell cycle in a very sequential manner. Cancer cells can replicate at any point in the cell cycle, which means they don't have mutation checks and balances. So you're getting all of these cells that are reproducing rapidly outside of the context of the cell cycle, and they have not been checked for mutation, and they're just like proliferating like all kinds of crazy shit. Your DNA is intact. You just have a cell type that's like rapidly producing with a shit ton of mutations, and it becomes, a lot, it can become, tumorous, malignant, spread, that kind of shit, blah, 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 blah. Also, mRNA is a post-DNA process. So you're not rewriting DNA with like mRNA. Like that, mRNA is built using, like a polymerase, from the template of your DNA, and it's used, to make proteins. So if you're putting in mRNA, you're not rewriting DNA, nor is cancer rewriting DNA. So it's kind of like after that process even happens.
And this is why you not take Alex Jones' word as law.
I don't. I just think some of the shit he says is hilarious. I really.
Oh, he's 100% hilarious. I sometimes
Great
listen for like.
He's funny, and he is right occasionally on like, I don't know, 10% of his nonsense.
I would say 40. I would say he's shooting 40.
Okay, so still not all the way counts as black, but getting there.
Yeah. Not all the way right. I would never consider Alex Jones right. The nigga said Sandy Hook was an inside job.
He said it was fake though. He just said it just didn't happen at all.
Yeah, he said it was a hoax.
That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit.
I mean, but look, shit does be hoaxes though. Like, I'm not saying that is a hoax, but hoaxes do happen. Like, for me, I feel like a lot of our response to like conspiracy bullshit, I don't like the response to it. Like, we can dismiss conspiracy bullshit because the facts aren't there, but saying it's offensive to suggest that some shit is some fucked up shit, that doesn't seem like an argument to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, one, the government can literally do anything. Like the CIA has done some crazy shit that sounds to make believe.
I don't think they can do anything. I hope they can't, because
we've had this conversation, Eddie. We've had this conversation,
and
man.
That's
the government can do this shit, man.
See, I don't think I can live. Like, I don't think my brain can function if that's true.
My barber told me that 9/11 was done by Americans.
He's probably right.
Sources today. I quoted all my sources.
Yeah, bro. You can't find that on Google. You gotta use DuckDuckGo to get to that barber, man.
Come on.
They're tracking your search results.
Train them, so
they did train them.
They trained them, so maybe
that is true. They did train them. They are trained. They are trained mujahideen by this fucking CIA that became Al Qaeda. Like, 100%, that happened.
Yo, should we just ban the CIA, bro? They be fucking up a lot.
Yo, instead of
they really do be fucking up.
Defund the police, defund the CIA.
Or are they fucking up?
Oh my God,
are they fucking up, or are they on target? That's
just probably way more popular. That's just a pretty popular take. Like, if you went on like and decided to be a politician and your platform was defund the CIA,
I would die.
Who's really gonna argue with you?
I would die.
I mean, guess what? Kennedy
die.
I mean, Kennedy was pushing that shit. And you see what happens.
And Kennedy died. He died from the inside. One of the niggas on the fucking the CIA agents that was working as a fucking Secret Service definitely shot this nigga in the back of the head when he was trying to defund the CIA. We can't. They're the biggest gang in America.
Bro, you start saying shit like that.
Aren't they made up? Did they start with like fucking mobsters? Like, weren't mobsters a part of the CIA?
At one point. It was at one point.
Yeah, they were working with.
They collabed at one point.
Yeah, they were working with the original creation
of the CIA. They collabed.
It was a collab job. The Kennedy, you know how your favorite rappers feature on a song? That was the Kennedy assassination. It was a collab effort. Yeah.
I mean, look, fuck, goddamn, we're gonna need a lot of disclaimers. I don't know if that's true or false or what the fuck, but I agree, man. I agree. If you try and defund the fucking CIA, they will suicide you. They will kill
CIA,
yourself. 100%.
You're probably listening. I am sorry. I do want to.
You should apologize now, dog. Yeah,
you are a fucked up corporation, but I also love my life. I do. Yes. and I do not care about other people's lives more than my life. And that's a lot. A lot of people feel like that, but they don't want to say that.
Nah, you got to say that.
Yeah,
but look, the idea that the government can do anything is because once you say that, then there's no way at all to distinguish fact. There's no way, because then you can start saying any crazy shit, and it's difficult to even wrap your head around what is real information. You can start saying vaccines are microchips, the moon is made of cheese, we didn't land on the moon.
That's a fire take.
You can start saying all of that type of shit.
All of that, and that's where like it becomes
the Earth is flat. Everything like
that can fuck up your head because like. Yeah, the government can really do anything, but some things are not due to the government too. But like, it's hard to find. But then how do you know?
Because once you say there is an agent that operates that can literally just defy all the rules of science, information collection, direct observation. Because bro, young me, I used to be on some bullshit with the conspiracy theories, and this shit is just like you can't trust anything. Like there was a point where I was like, yo, planes aren't real. Like I was like, when you get on a plane, what happens is all of the windows, the reason that they're so small is because they're just little TV screens. And so they just wiggle the motherfucking fuselage because you never really see the plane like fully when you're in the shit. You see a bunch of planes outside and then you go through this really weird corridor where you can't fucking see anything. So you're like trapped out. These niggas probably move the little thing to another box. You go into a VR fucking fuselage with TV screens, and they just shake that bitch while they show you a fucking playback trip of your trip to fucking Italy.
We've gone full Alex Jones now. We've gone full Alex Jones.
Eddie, have you ever been on the outside when the planes was taking off?
That's what.
And then watching.
Exactly. But that's what. But think about it. You haven't, bro. Like I know that sounds.
You just blew this nigga's mind.
I know. I know that sounds ridiculous. But how do you know that you're going anywhere if you've? Because we've all been outside of a car while we've been in the car. You stick your head out the window. You stick your head. You can see.
What? We've all been outside. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been in the back of a pickup truck.
Right,
we've been outside of the body of the transport. You've never been on a boat. You've been outside in the open air while you're traveling on the boat.
You know there's open air planes, right?
Have you ever been on one?
No, but there's
have you ever been on one? That's what I'm saying, bro.
But somebody has. But somebody has.
Are you sure?
Videos of
so planes are real. So those planes are real.
Are they though? No, I don't know a single person who's been in one of those. We've seen them on TV. Huh?
Lil Duval has one.
Little Duval works for the CIA, bro. What are you talking about? This nigga's doing all types of shit.
The happy song was by the CIA to make us happier.
Black men don't cheat. Like all of this. Think about how much control Lil Duval actually has on the culture, but it really doesn't make sense. Like this nigga has coined like 20 black phrases that have now become white Gen Z lingo. You telling me that's not a fucking CIA psyop? Come on.
I think
he's definitely an industry plant, man.
Industry plant for sure.
Industry plants are definitely a thing.
They are.
Like the fact that Little Duval hasn't been canceled yet is 100% proof of the fact that this.
He did get canceled.
He didn't get canceled, bro.
He got canceled when he did that transgender shit.
He was fine immediately after the CIA swooped in, cleared all that shit up. He's doing fine.
He was in the fire when he said that he would kill a transgender.
He did. That shit was. When he looked at the book and he said, that nigga doing his thing. That was one of the wildest fucking. Y'all know this situation when he was on the Breakfast Club? They showed him a book by Janet Mock. She's like a transgender activist and writer. And they were like, would you ever be with a transgender woman? Da 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 da. They were like, well, what if she looked really beautiful? He was like, nah, that's a nigga. Da da da. Somebody gonna die. Da da da. And then they showed him the book sleeve of her book with her on the cover, looking very beautiful, very feminine, like very gorgeous woman. And he looked at the book for like 5 straight seconds. Looked at Charlamagne, looked back at the book and said, that nigga doing his thing. And that shit was just horrifying. But
speaking of that, Charlamagne should be canceled too, low key.
Nah,
Charlamagne should 100% be canceled. I don't know how he do that shit neither.
Charlamagne has been canceled.
He gets random. He'll be trending on Twitter like #2, and it's just old clips of him sniffing chairs, telling little kids they need a fucking accent. Like that nigga gets canceled on a like periodic basis.
Yes, absolutely. And he had a whole rape case that just like keeps coming up every so often.
He confessed to handing bitches out drugs at parties. I don't know how we still like his career
Oh, come on. I'm
gonna be honest.
His current wife.
Wait. What did he confess to first?
He was giving them Spanish flies at like parties and shit, and like basically
and they didn't know
Junior Bill Cosby shit.
And they didn't know.
Cosby shit.
They did know.
No, they didn't know. No.
He didn't say he was drinking drinks.
I'm pretty sure he confessed to spiking drinks.
No, he didn't.
Someone should fact check this who was watching the podcast.
No, he didn't. No, he got it.
Surely there's a difference between giving someone a drug that they ask for and going, here is the drug. Surely that's not anything criminal.
He didn't confess to that. He didn't confess to that.
If we're wrong, hey, I would like this drug, and you go, here's the drug that you requested.
What about the thing with his wife too? Didn't he confess to something with his
wife?
The thing with his wife. He did say that shit with his wife.
No.
It
was a technical. I was listening to this podcast. No, I listened to this.
His wife was on the podcast.
Yeah,
I wasn't on the podcast. She was. Him and Andrew were talking, and he was like, "If you go by rape standards, by these days, I rape my wife because the first time I ever had sex with my wife, we were both blackout drunk."
That's a bad statement to make.
There's context to some of this shit. Some of this shit is crazy.
Yeah. So that's the thing with his wife, right? But when his wife came on, his wife was like, "No, you didn't rape me, Charlamagne." That was in that particular case.
Yeah.
She was like, I wasn't drunk enough to like when you pulled my panties down. She was like, I lifted up. She was like, we were both aware of what we were doing. We were just drunk.
That's the issue with
in
the phrase,
that case.
But see, that's the issue with the phrase blackout drunk, because I feel like I really want to have. There's this like consent podcast that I want to have on to talk about this kind of stuff. But like blackout drunk just means drunk enough that your brain isn't forming memories. You can't tell that a person's blacked out. Like that word doesn't mean what we think it means. Being so drunk that you're incoherent, then that's rape. Like you can't take like autonomous actions to participate in sex, but you can be drunk enough to be blacked out and fully be like, I would like to have sex with you. I now, as a drunk human, would like to fuck you. And I feel like that's
I
maybe
would agree with you, but as a man, they're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt in that situation.
Right, which is no, I don't disagree. But that's just I think we need to have a conversation about that, 'cause I'm not sure where it should fall.
And then he also had a rape on the rape case thing. He wasn't even found not guilty. I think the girl said he didn't do it. Something happened that's like overwhelmingly like he didn't touch this girl. Like I wouldn't say that
was
if
just at the party or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was just at the party, like over, like did like I don't even. Yeah. She like said that he didn't. Like it's like overwhelming evidence that he didn't rape this girl.
Now, okay, so where do y'all fall on the drinking and fucking spectrum?
Oh, good question. I actually think I think if it's your girlfriend, it's a little different, like, you know, because y'all can both get drunk like together and fuck. But if it's a random girl and she's like drunk, I wouldn't recommend fucking her.
I honestly don't talk to girls that are drunk.
Are drunk. I don't either.
Okay,
so drunk is like such a big fucking category. What is drunk?
I'm talking about like as soon as she stumbles, I'd walk away.
Okay.
As
So
soon
is
as
that the cutoff?
Yeah, even like almost like a slur,
if you're struggling to form a sentence, we should not be talking.
No.
See, but that's bro. Y'all just gave two very different cutoff lines, nigga. You said if she stumbles or slurs. He said if she can't form a sentence. Those are those are like.
But correlated. I think those are very close to correlated.
That's a bottle of vodka difference.
I thought there was a correlation between the two.
I think there's a very clear correlation between those. I think there's a very clear correlation.
You can slur and be perfectly like semi-coherent. Like you can be tipsy as fuck.
You cannot form a sentence every time you say one and like be at the same level of slurring.
You know what I mean by slur? I'm not saying like she slurred a word. I'm saying like she's like just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's like a different type of speech. Like when you're talking and you're drunk, you're having a conversation and you're coherent and you're speaking and you're having an argument, but you're like your tongue is a little bit lazy when you're talking. You know, that's
it takes a lot for me to get drunk, and I don't get drunk at all when I go to functions or parties. Yeah. Like I don't get drunk at all. So and it takes so much for me to get drunk. It would always look like I would be taking advantage of.
But you'd be
girl.
okay. But you'd be okay. So like when we're at parties, because I don't drink either, so I'm honestly not even in this situation. Like I don't think I've ever had sex with somebody who was
drunk. Yeah, no.
Drunk because I don't really drink that much, and the other person is always a heavier weight than me. Like they're always like they can drink more than me. So I've never been in a situation where I was less drunk than the other person. If there was drunk sex, I was always more drunk than them slightly.
The other person. Yeah.
But I was never like fucked up. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know, sleepy maybe, that kind of thing. But all of these sexual scenarios happen in clubs, bars, all that kind of shit. Like
All the time.
alcohol is part of the sex culture. So like most people aren't fucking sober anyway. Like if drunk wants to be, if y'all want to define drunk as like stumbling and heavy speech slurring, okay, cool. But like there's a hell of a lot of steps in between there. So where's that, like, cool, y'all have had 2 drinks and y'all are both a lot more friendly now. Y'all are a lot more touchy now. Is that something? Y'all are tipsy. Y'all are not slurring, but you're hey, how you doing? What's your name? Like, there's a little bit of.
I wasn't considering that drunk, personally.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't think tipsy's really drunk. Technically, I don't think so.
Yeah,
okay. That's okay.
I don't think so.
Like you said, personally, we're sober. We're stone cold sober at parties.
Every party,
stone cold sober. It's almost psychopathic. The way
okay. That actually is almost weird.
Yeah, as much as we party, we should definitely be getting lit at these parties.
You don't have to. You don't have to. That's cool.
No, I don't find it fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if I was also lifted, and she's lifted, then that's where it gets real blurry. Like that's where I don't know, because I've never been in that situation. So I couldn't be like, this is where I stop. This is where, but like me being so sober, I honestly find that as like a turnoff, like that the girl is even past tipsy, past friendly.
Well, past tipsy is like, because there's a lot, bro. You can feel one glass. Like I feel one glass of wine. Once you feel it, you're not. You're.
I don't feel like if I took 8 shots of straight liquor, I don't feel it. Swear to God.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even believe him.
Wild.
I gotta verify this.
That's you have a disorder.
I don't believe him, honestly. I don't believe it.
I was in Vegas. I took 11 shots.
That's some
Vegas.
Wolverine shit, bro.
That's
that's what I was gonna say. This motherfucker's a superhero.
Yeah,
like,
you can either
you don't have a liver or some shit.
I feel it, so I can do it, but I feel fucking 8 shots. I'm like, oh,
Jesus,
this
Okay,
is a
so
good
question:
fucking time.
at 8 shots, do you feel like? I mean, where do you fall on this? At 8 shots, are you capable of giving consent, or what's the vibe?
Oh, me? Yeah. I'm capable of giving consent. I'm capable of giving consent at 11.
So at that same feeling of drunkenness, if your girl, or let's say a new girl, is subjectively feeling that same level of drunkenness, is that a comfortable scenario for you, or what? Let's not say it's 11 because that's your upper limit. Let's say say it's how you feel at 6.
Her scaled limit or whatever.
Yeah, her scaled limit of where you would
limit,
where what you feel like at 6, she's drunk enough to feel like that same feeling of 6.
Yeah. So I would say yes, that would be fine with me. I think that the realization I'm coming to as this conversation has unfolded is how difficult it would be for me to determine that. You see what I'm saying? Like, how do I know what level she's at? That's the thing that like has been hitting me throughout this segment of the podcast. I honestly wouldn't know. So I think I probably err on the side of caution. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of playing a dangerous game. It's like roulette, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky that I've never been in that situation, but I have been in situations where I was zooted and I was like, maybe she shouldn't have banged me. But I'm like, I'm good. Like I'm 100% happy with the scenario. You know what I mean? Like
I've also never had a one night stand, so you got to throw that in there too. I've never met a girl the same night I fucked her ever.
Ever? Okay, interesting. Do you want to?
If I did it, I could never talk to the person again. Maybe that's that's the point.
That's the point of a one night stand. If you talk to her again, then it's just fucking.
Ah.
Well, so now I don't even understand what you just said. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like, I don't know. I automatically would look at you as like a slut. Like, it would be hard.
I see. So if you slept with her on the first night, that makes it a big.
I would feel a little dirty as personally.
Really?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel a little dirty. Like you met me in a couple hours and decided to fuck me. Maybe if we went to go get something.
Can you say that's the same thing as a date though? Like it's the same concept.
That's a date, bro. Yeah.
It's the same concept. It's
so you ain't
never
fucked on the same day as a first date.
Well, okay, so
talking over dinner or talking at a party, it's the same shit.
Wait. So we both were like, we would never kiss a girl in the club.
Yeah.
Really?
So you're saying you could have a one night stand and you could fuck a girl, but you could never kiss her in the club? Where are your morals at?
That's an interesting statement.
Wait, why y'all not kissing at the club?
I think it's a valid question. I think that's a very fucking valid question.
That is a valid question. That's making me think some shit. That's a good ass question.
I'm trying to wonder if he's gonna start kissing or stop fucking.
Start fucking.
Maybe I should be smooching these bitches.
To know. I've had so many opportunities to kiss a girl in the club, like so many opportunities to kiss a girl.
Okay, but why? Please explain the reasoning for both our listeners and me. Like, why not? Because I definitely would. Like that seems like what's the point? What's the point of even being there?
I've gotten close at a party before I got on clothes.
If I wasn't sober, I would have kissed her.
Hold up, you said what's the point of being there? So you go into the club with the mindset like, yeah, man, I'm finna fucking make out with a bitch like on the fucking dance floor. What you doing?
Yeah, 100%. But that's because I'm not a club person. 100%. But I'm not a club person. See, so like I really don't understand the point of clubs for me personally at all. Like I don't enjoy that experience. So the only function of it is that I'm going to leave with a potential sexual partner. So yeah, that is the point for me.
Have you left the club with a girl? Have you left the club with a girl?
No, I don't even think so. Mm-hmm. So literally, it's just been a whole bunch of pointless fucking interactions.
I've had girlfriends from the club though.
But you never kissed them, huh?
No, no.
Niggas was just holding hands hard as fuck.
That day.
We go together, nigga. We go together.
Holding hands. Nah, it's gotten real. Like this nigga, no homo. This nigga's been there. Every time I go to the club, I go to the club with this nigga. But like, yeah, it's gotten. Is it us? Low key?
I mean, I'm just saying, would y'all kiss at a club, or no kissing at a club, or what's up?
This is my business.
You said you wouldn't kiss any girls, so I'm just curious. Y'all always go together.
We've been hiding this whole time.
No, not necessarily hiding, bro. Just like maybe the club is for the boys, which is fine.
It ain't never got that bad. We didn't have some nights, but it ain't never got that bad.
Okay.
It's
how bad has it gotten?
Huh? How bad has it gotten? A girl that I was with, talking about like 9s, 8s. They asked to leave with us. I mean, no, they asked what we were doing. Like they was really trying to like really leave with us, and we walked off without them. I don't know.
I don't even talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know how to explain what happened before that. I don't know.
No, it's like, bro, like, so this girl was bad. Like, she asked me, what's the move tonight? And my mind just blanked. And, like, when I came to, I was, like, walking away from her. Like, I don't know what happened in between that. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, y'all need to be kissing in the club. Y'all fucking up. This is weird. This is weird. Like, what? Yeah.
I ain't gonna leave y'all out there like that, man. That shit happened to me at a strip club in Dallas one time, and I was the motherfucker that instigated the shit. So it was like me and my homeboy, we leaving the strip club. We like trying to figure out a move or what the fuck ever. So it's a car, nice car. We was in like a cab or some shit. This was probably right when Uber was like getting hot. Mm-hmm. So they're in like a really nice car. They're clearly eyeing us. He like, hey man, Alvin, talk to him. So I roll down the window. I'm like, hey man, what y'all finna do? And they're like, I don't know what you finna do. I'm like, I don't know. So we just look at each other for a little while. And then I'm like, y'all have a nice night.
Yo, and then when you roll away, that feeling of like you just fucked up is one of the worst fucking feelings.
It was awful. Like my nigga never let me live that shit down. Like we talking about that shit to this day.
See, I don't think I've ever fumbled a bag. I don't think I've ever fumbled.
And when I say bad, I mean like
that's like smoking an open lip on a basketball game. Like it shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
it hurts. We told the story multiple times on the podcast. It hurts. It hurts. But like, yeah, that's what I mean by we've had some bad. Like I said, we've had some bad nights.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I don't understand what the club is for though. Like, do y'all enjoy? Like, yeah, what's the appeal for y'all?
You say yours, and then I'll say mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now, since I'm not on campus in my school right now at the moment, and like I don't really do like extra events, like the club's the only place like I can interact with people like in my age group right now. So I treat it more as like a social thing right now.
So are you like conversing, or like what would you be doing in there?
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's just like it's a way to meet girls my age. Basically, that's pretty much what I'm using it for.
For the purposes of doing what with them?
Fucking them.
So why would?
So
what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Like,
so why wouldn't you kiss him? Because you ended up you kissing.
Yeah. So why
wouldn't you kiss him?
see, I feel like we're just bullshitting on this podcast right now because y'all just saying the same shit I said. There's no function to the club except for to leave with someone to have sex with.
Nope.
I
Nobody
like
was
dancing.
arguing with you on your club take, bro.
Okay.
I like this. I like that.
Dancing is fun
Bro,
too.
you started with the argument, but okay, if you literally enjoy, because I can't dance. If you literally enjoy dancing, I can understand it.
Bro, yeah, I'd be in that motherfucker.
Okay,
dance.
that makes sense.
I love the energy of the club. Like
Of
I love
dancing.
like
Okay.
I love like the you can do whatever the fuck you want, and if as long as you're not at a black club, they won't really look at you crazy.
That's true. You can do any move as a black person, and they'll be like, "Oh,
No, why would you in a
Wow.
circle? I could be in that. I could just be like,
they'll be like, "Oh shit, okay, the stanky finger." All right,
I can be in that hole, do
nice.
whatever I want, and everything is exacerbated. But when I go to a black club, I just sit back and let the real niggas that can actually dance. I let them niggas just go crazy.
The scale is a lot fucking higher, bro.
It
is.
Wow.
Higher.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to talk about this, but I don't really know how to say this on the podcast after my cool statements on the last time we talked.
Go for it. We're immune to it's a different. We got a different audience, so you know.
I don't know how y'all feel. You grew up in Atlanta, so all you know is black people. But in Houston, we have the option to either hang around all black people or like a mixture of people because it's never really all white people in Houston.
There's some Hispanic clubs here too.
Yeah, there's some people. We don't go to those. We don't know how to
those.
do the fucking bachata. We don't fuck with them niggas.
That's fucked up, man.
They be turning up though. They have real dances, which I
know. I feel like Spanish culture is dope. Like I want to learn how to dance like Spanish niggas.
What, bro? That shit is sick. But I
them
can't
niggas
do
be
that.
with the hips, bro. They
When you go to other places, right, that are not all black, and you walk in, you're automatically like, if a certain girl in there likes black niggas, like you're automatically looked at as like a hot commodity. Like you're that nigga as soon as you walk in.
I've never felt that in any
Really?
space.
Oh
but
shit, man! The hell you say, bro? Like when I was
no.
in
I'm just
fucking-
saying me.
so-
I'm just saying me.
bro. So I went to this spot because I did an internship at fucking bleep that out. But
The city. Okay, yeah.
yeah. So we're in this like fucking like Wild West kind of like line dancing kind of situation.
Oh,
I'm in there
shit.
with like 4 niggas. We walk in, and like we were those niggas. So like we were cool, confident with ourselves. Like so it didn't really matter. We didn't know how to do none of the fucking dances. I'm in there just like fucking bopping around and shit. And when I say they was all over us, bro, they were all the fuck over us, bro. That shit was fucking.
You get a different. You get a different type of treatment. And like,
Damn.
when I go to
I've never.
all niggas, I'm just another tall nigga in there. Like I'm not even the tallest nigga in there.
Exactly.
If I go to a white function, I'm the tallest motherfucker in there. I'm 6'3", he's 6'4".
Yeah, so it's like a fucking like me and Eddie went to the same undergrad.
Maybe that's
so like
tall
Eddie
nigga
at our,
shit because I never got
Yeah.
that energy.
like at our undergrad, Eddie, I was like the tall nigga, and I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
I was like the tall nigga. You go to a fucking nigga party, like I'm like the average. I'm like standard nigga.
Yeah. And like we get treatment, but it's by big bitches. Like it's by like
Come on, man.
it's the
We will not
truth.
condone fat phobia in this.
I actually, now that I
podcast.
think about it, I think I might have it the opposite way almost.
Oh,
Like
that's
I
we
feel
don't-
like I'm.
not black.
Yeah, because I feel like I might. I feel like I might get more. I might get more of that of that like ooh energy at like all black functions rather than the other way around. Yeah. I think
as
I'm
a
theorizing. I don't
see
know.
it. I can see that. I can see that. Knowing you as long as I have.
Bro, that's why. Because when I went to middle school with all niggas, oh my God, they just any mixed person was God.
They idolize mixed people. Yeah.
It ain't even just with Eddie though. It's not even just the fact that he's mixed though. It's like he's got like a swag about him. This nigga don't dress regular. This nigga come in and he looking like a fucking 20-year-old Harry Belafonte and shit. Wearing like he just like have a different sort of swag about him. Like it's hard to explain.
This
but
nigga tall?
No.
No, he ain't tall.
No. Regular short really. I mean like the upper end of short. 5'8".
Oh,
You're not that short. You're average. You're average.
Yeah.
Upper end of short would be like 5'6", 5. Yeah, that'd be the.
Okay. Well then I'm the lower end. I'm the middle end of average.
Yeah.
I'm middle class. Yeah.
In height
Like,
wise,
which is weird because I never even realized I was short until like the last like 2 years. Like I didn't even or not short, but like I didn't even realize that I wasn't just like I feel like the energy around heights has just changed on some like internet social culture shit.
Social media definitely
social
changed.
Yeah, I've
media,
heard
where I'm
girls
just
tell
like,
me they the only
nigga,
reason
I
they were
didn't even
talking
think
to me
nothing
because I was
about
tall.
height until recently. Because I'm
Yeah.
busting down like 5'11", 6 foot tall girls. It wasn't nothing. I didn't think
They like
think
short
anything about
niggas.
it. Yeah, they have to though. That's the thing. If a girl is over 5'10", she has to date short, because any nigga over 5'10" is not finna date a 5'10" girl.
Nah, I really
Most
don't
of
like
the time.
it. I really prefer like 5'3", 5'4".
Exactly. Yeah. Because
I prefer it.
Nah, because once you're tall,
Really?
Actually, I do prefer. Actually, I like it too.
see, okay, but there's a difference between like if she's 5'10" and you're 6'1", sure, but like if she's 6'2" or if she's 6'1",
You can't
do
wear
you,
heels.
do you really want to date that? Maybe you
No.
do, but I don't think most men do. Most men don't like only.
So they're taller. They're both tall enough to like make that like make sense from a height perspective. But from my perspective, my whole thing is that I'm tall enough where that like you being taller than me as a woman doesn't impact me. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. Like
See, I think it goes the other way
like I'm
around.
not walking through a crowd and people are like, "Oh, this nigga's short because his woman is short." Like
Nah,
no,
see, I
I'm
think
still,
it goes the other way
like,
around.
decent
I
height.
think it goes the other way around. For like, I mean, you're a different type of nigga. You think about shit. You have a weird constellation of like secure self-esteem that kind of half the time doesn't even make sense. How you feel so secure
Fair
about
enough.
certain shit, where I'm just like, how did you make them two
That's fair.
concepts fit together to be okay with yourself? But for most people, if you're over 6 foot, being over 6 foot is kind of important to you. So once you have a taller girl than you, but if you're 5'3", you're like, every bitch is taller than me. I don't care if a foot or 2 inches, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. Whereas a 6 foot tall nigga having to do this to kiss is a new experience for him in life that he's gonna have an issue with. So if
I've never done it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never had.
Whereas
Well,
I've kissed girls up plenty of times.
She would have to be
She'd be like
6'6".
6'5".
Yeah, she'd have to be like 6'5".
Exactly.
Not like 6'6".
Oh, and a
Yeah.
6'5" girl is not dating no 6'2" nigga. She's dating either Shaq or dating niggas my height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would never even shoot at a girl that tall.
Exactly.
Like once a girl.
Whereas I
think
would. Short niggas
wait,
love
that's
tall
interesting.
women.
Is that an insecurity of mine?
Yes.
That I like being tall so much that
Of
I couldn't
course.
date a girl. I'm also not attracted
Yeah,
to it though.
Of course.
But I don't think I'm a.
That's the norm.
you like-
That's every nigga that's not Alvin feels exactly like that.
I like 5'7" to like 5'10". I like that
Okay,
range.
yeah, but you're 6'3".
But that's still not taller. That's still not
Like
taller.
I like
not tall, though.
5'10".
But see,
5'10" is
y'all
like
are still talking about women.
chef's
Y'all are still
kiss.
talking about women who are like, what is that?
shorter than you.
That's like 3,
Shorter
4
than us,
inches
yeah.
shorter than you. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
as you said, only 15% of the male population is over 6 foot anyway. So if you're 5'10", you can only date men, because men who are 5'11", they not even going to necessarily want somebody that's that close to their height. Your dating pool is very, very slim. You know what I'm saying? If you're 5'5" as a girl, most niggas are taller than you, so you can date taller. 5'10", if you only date niggas that are 6 and up, it's gonna be rough.
I'm gonna push back on the insecurity thing. I think it's just like no.
He said, "Nah, bro, I ain't insecure."
What
What the fuck you talking about, bro? I'm not insecure. I'm 6'4". How could I be?
No, I think opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? I think opposites attract, and like it's always the short bitches to go in. I need a nigga over 6 foot. It's always the girls that are 5'2", 5'1" that saying I need a nigga that's over 6 foot.
I feel like a girl could be too short too.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Like if I look like I'm
Four is too
babysitting
short.
you, you're too short.
What's too
Yeah,
short?
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the
Like
what's the
4'11",
4'11" and below.
4'11", 4'10", even damn near
4'11"
5
is
foot.
like that's who's
I
that
like
height?
5
That's 4'11" is like you're talking about like what's that shit called? Androplasia and shit. Like you're talking about like little people at that point.
4'10", yeah, you can register as a midget
Yeah.
and get a what's it called? Get a card.
Yeah. I think you can get
Don't you
like
get one of them
discounts and
passes
shit
for,
at
like, the
like
parking spots?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
or
she can
whatever.
get one of them.
Yeah.
She get a handicap parking sticker. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
4'10".
You get
But
discounts.
that
on
means she
stuff.
can help you
You only
out.
have to get half a plane seat.
Oh, for real?
I think so.
No fucking
They can put
way.
they can put
I
two
know
of
that, I
they
know
put
that.
two of you next to each other in the plane seat, so you only have to pay half the price. I don't know. I think so.
I thought you were serious as fuck when you said this for a second. I was-
Y'all date a handicap girl?
What counts as a handicap?
What is a handicap girl? That's so broad.
That's also racist.
I'm gonna
I mean,
say we're gonna start. Let's go through the level. Let's go through the level. We're gonna start paralyzed waist down. Let's go.
why would I do that? Now, if you said knees down, sure, but waist down means that her
Paralyzed knees down. Just get some legs.
she paralyzed from the ankles down. What I mean is,
So
what I mean is just like If she's paralyzed from the waist down, that means that her vagina doesn't work, right?
You can they still fuck. You still use lubrication and shit.
No, but I mean, it doesn't work for them.
But you can feel it. Fuck who.
That's weird as hell. I'm not, bro. Do you know how, bro? I'm not about to sit up there with her legs up on my shoulders like this. Fucking,
Why you
she
doing
can't
it like
feel
that,
anything.
bro? Why you, bro?
That's what it
Why
would
you
be,
doing it
bro.
like
She
that?
don't have no tension in her muscles, dog.
You did not have to do it all like fucking this, bro. You did not have to.
Hey, look, I don't know how you fuck,
didn't.
but if she don't have any ankle muscles, her shit's gonna be swinging while I'm fucking. All right.
Only fucking that position though. You know, what if you just turn her around and just tell
Bro,
her
that's
to move?
weird. And
Feel
also,
it.
are paralyzed people's bodies cold from the point down that they're paralyzed?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
But to answer that question, I would have trouble having sex with genitals that wouldn't respond to me, and she's not deriving any pleasure from. That would just feel really fucking weird.
Bro, she's not feeling shit. She's fake moaning.
Like, because
she has
for
to
her,
fake
she
moan.
can't feel anything. Not like she doesn't feel good. She doesn't feel anything. So you may as well just be jerking off in the corner, and she's over there going, oh my God. Yes, like, that's so weird. I would not
That's
be.
weird.
That's
That's
weird as hell.
Okay,
Like,
we gonna
she
go
can't
next
feel
level. We gonna go-
anything, and I'm over there just pumping at. Oh, that's so weird. So no, I
We're gonna
100%.
go next level. That Zuckerberg shit. The Elon Musk shit. What's that called? Asperger's.
Oh, autism. Got it. Oh, that's hilarious. This nigga said. I was like, is Zuckerberg's girlfriend disabled? Like, what are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know where the fuck you were going with that. Yeah, I dated an autistic girl for sure.
Asperger's.
I'm pretty sure I have already. I don't know for certain, but I've definitely been like, you're not catching all the cues. You're not. Yeah, you're masking, but you're not catching everything. So yes, Alvin. I know Alvin would.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Have you?
Ethan?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have, to my knowledge. It wouldn't surprise me, but I
can't think of
for
a girl that I thought was autistic
I
though.
don't know. Maybe slow a little bit.
You would though?
Would I?
No. E.
Yeah. I said yeah. I
If
would.
she was slow.
I mean, I feel like
Why did this nigga pause so damn long?
I'm trying to figure out a PC way to say
Oh,
this.
that's hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. I'll give y'all a second for your camera. God damn.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on your interest
The
in
slow
and
comment?
kink towards mentally
didn't
otherly
say it was
abled women?
Your kink. Oh,
I didn't
shit.
say I would prefer it. I'm just saying I feel like, let me say this very nicely, at least girls our age, when it comes to certain topics, they act a little slowish when it comes to more complex
What
topics.
type of club y'all going to?
Boys and girls club.
One with the short bus. Yo, you know the bitches be old as hell in high school. Too. They be like
I just
26.
imagine Q in there like dancing, like, and they're just all amazed, like, wow. He's like, yeah, I love dancing. Nobody else is doing it, but you know, shit.
Like,
Nah,
bro,
they
all
dancing,
these
but
girls,
they ain't that bitch like this.
like, bro, all these girls
crazy.
are trying to be like nurses and doctors. When you ask the medical terms, it turns into like they're not really like, I don't know.
I
Bro.
mean,
It's
why are
like,
you answering the medical questions at the club? That's like
if you studying to be a doctor, I assume you know some medical terms,
at
right?
the club, half drunk.
I'm not asking medical. I'm talking about like when I'm at school,
Oh,
not at the club.
okay.
No,
No.
I'm not asking you what you. No, I'm not asking you medical.
Oh,
terms
I
at the
ask
club.
all the questions. I be having full conversation with hoes at the club. We be getting into their life stories.
Yeah,
daddy
see
problems.
that makes sense to me, but the club just doesn't seem like. Which I like a good bar. You know what I mean? Like a lounge.
I can't
type
get into
vibe.
one of those yet.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get
When
into
I'm
one of
older, I will
But
be
can
at the bar.
y'all can't even
Yeah.
can y'all drink at the club?
That'd be 25 most
those.
of
No,
them.
no, we're not
Yeah.
21. We're 20.
Wait, did you
20.
say 25? Where you got to be 25 at?
At a lot of these Atlanta lounges, you gotta be 25.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's wild.
Why? What's the
that's
point?
low key smart because young niggas are dumb.
Yo,
They like
okay,
to
so-
shoot shit.
Also, all right, this is gonna be the last one. Hopefully, it doesn't run over. But do y'all think that the age of porn should be increased? Because I know Trisha Paytas has said some shit about like they need to increase the age of consent to 25. But I was just having an argument with my homeboy. I think that the age of porn should be like 25, 26.
I can actually agree with that. I'm not gonna
I
cap.
honestly think everything should be 25 scientifically. If you really get into like when you're fully
Yeah.
as a developed human.
I don't think
Like,
that
you
you
really
need to be
shouldn't be
fully
doing
developed to
any-
do everything. I don't think you. I don't necessarily because I think you need space to fuck
like
up.
driving and stuff. Yeah. Like,
No. I think, but like when you involve liquor and alcohol and you like making grown people decisions, I don't think you should be 20, 21.
You might be right.
doing those type of, because these are life altering decisions you make when you drink and then get into that car.
So,
which I know a lot of my young niggas do.
So, do you think also when it comes to shit like voting and stuff, you should
military service?
No,
I think voting. You should be able to, because you're going to be impacted by. I mean, really, it should maybe even be younger because you're going to be impacted by it. And I feel like y'all are like people are educated or increasingly educated on it from a young age.
I think lowering it would be cool. I don't. Voting, I think if you can drive a fucking car,
bro,
you can.
16-year-olds now
know
agree way with you, more politically than 16-year-olds did 10 years ago.
Facts.
It depends.
I think I knew more politically when I was 16 than I do now because I was like into that shit.
That don't even
like,
make sense. So you lost knowledge, or just?
No, I was saying I was keeping up with like
more than you were
with
now.
like Senate votes.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was keeping up with Senate votes and shit when I was 16. Like I was like, oh, fucking like Greasy didn't vote for this bill, or he was like absent for that shit.
This is why I say, bro, you say some shit that's like doesn't have nothing to do with how other niggas are, like it's regular. Everybody else is the other way around, bro.
Bro, that was an aside. I wasn't extrapolating from myself in that shit. That was an aside.
Okay, well,
extrap words. I didn't know what that word meant.
It.
Hold on.
Get the strap for sure. I understand, but
got you.
But with the porn thing, I would say 25 because you need. Like you should not be in a scenario where you're having your first gangbang on camera. That should be something that you experimented with in your personal life for your own exploration and enjoyment before you decide you could do that with strangers for pay. You know what I'm saying? Like that just seems wild to me.
To do porn. I was thinking to watch.
Oh, you think 25 to watch? Well, maybe two. Yeah, maybe that too.
I was thinking do.
I think you should have to be like 21 to watch porn. I think they should make like really hard, strict.
I think that's
super
difficult
hard
to
government
regulate.
limits on porn.
I think
porn
that's
is
difficult to
fucking
regulate.
with our heads.
I'm not gonna lie, porn has not had a good effect on people at all.
No. It's honestly, the more and more I think about it, it's kind of
porn. I fully agree. Oh my god, there's no way this 18-year-old should be getting fully double penetration. Like hell no,
bruh. Some of this shit is wild. Like on hindsight, I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure I've just been viewing crimes, like
no borderline crime, bro. They do some shit like where it's like they're 3 days 18. Like that's some crazy. And these are like companies doing this shit,
bro. Like. And half of these people is like you turn 18, you're in high school, and then you travel to a new city
to
do porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Because I think about myself at various different ages, and I'm like, yo, traveling to a new city. You know how? That's the world may never know. The world may never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm nearing 60. You know what I mean? But I've been out here for a while. And at the beginning,
are a very unsuccessul 60-year-old. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm fucking up. You're right. I'm fucking up.
Why you think this after you say that?
And then we relying on this nigga.
Oh, so I'm unsuccessful 60, huh? You're gonna have to do some porn to get this success. I feel like for me, I've felt so lost in like a bunch of different new situations. And if I was just in a scenario to where like mad way older people wanted something like aggressively from me, that would just be a dangerous, even just being like a new worker, like being in an office scenario and being 22 and just trying to navigate office politics.
Oh, it's different now because you can't say certain shit. You can't do certain shit. It's way
different.
But I think we gotta wrap this up because we'll not be let into the club after 10:30.
Oh man, that's adorable, bro. I don't know something like this. Just y'all got to go to the Boys and Girls Club before they close their doors.
Go get some special children, nigga.
Well,
hey, I want to get my take on will I fuck a special girl or not.
Well, go ahead, nigga. You just said goodbye and hello. What you trying to do? What's up?
Come on, get off your chest.
Hurry up.
I'm just real quick.
Say it. Hurry up, bro. We gotta let y'all go.
Look, bro. As long as she can form sentences like with the drug shit, we good.
At what level? What level of sentences?
My name is. That was bad. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
Thank you. Thank you, E, for coming on today. We really appreciate it. We really appreciated y'all coming on this podcast today.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out Waving the Red Flag, man. Follow us on Suburban Boys Podcast.
Or the Cancel Podcast.
We're going to turn to the Cancel Podcast. You know, number one podcast on the planet. We're 1A, they're 1B. You feel me?
Yeah, right next to each other, parallel.
God damn.
We're both number one. But,
hey, look, we're the zero podcast in the universe, all right? We're before one, so y'all can be number one. So, look, honestly, if you're out here fucking girls who can just barely form a sentence. They can tell you their name. You may be seeing a red flag. But at the same time, if you fucking a girl who literally can't even feel your penis and her legs are just flapping in the air, you're waving a red flag. This has been the Waving the Red Flag podcast, the Suburban Boys podcast, a.k.a. the Cancel Podcast, podcast number 1C in the universe.
H-Town. Whoa,
H-Town. 1C3 in the universe.
Houston, Texas, stand up. South got something to say.
Southwest side, nigga. You know the fuck we from, nigga. If you any pussy ass nigga want to fucking run off, I swear to God, you niggas come on, nigga. That's on my fucking mama, nigga. We going, nigga.
Boop, boop, boop. Peace.
Hey, thank you for having us on, bro. This shit was amazing.
For sure. This shit was fun as hell.
Thank y'all, as always, man.
It's a red flag.